Hey guys, it's Brienne here, and so today I have another exciting video for you. Today is actually going to be a video relating to anime, and I haven't talked about anime on my channel in a very long time. I definitely fell off the anime spear. That's definitely the not that's I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. But you know what? I'm extremely tired, so that's okay. But so one reason I don't really talk about anime and manga as much on my channel is I kind of just fell off of it, and I've been reading a lot of books, like real novels, like, English novels. And so I don't really pick up manga, manhwa, or watch anime that often, but I do use Goodreads for my books. And on Goodreads, you can do like a yearly amount of books you want to read, yearly reading challenge, I believe it's called. And so my yearly reading challenge, I usually just add a book to every year. So if I read 30 books last year, I'd do 31 this year kind of thing. And so for this year, I'm at 65 books. And so I got to thinking, I wouldn't mind setting an anime, like watching goal for the year, as well as a manhwa reading goal for the year as well, possibly a manga separately. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure if I'm that ambitious. But at the same time, I wanted to make it realistic, so I went through my want to watch list on Kitsu, which is very dated because I haven't been on Kitsu in a very long time, and I picked out 5 different anime that I want to finish this year. If they have second seasons, I'm not including those. I'm just including the first possible season. And so I figured I'd sit here and mention them, let you guys know, and then I can keep you guys up to date if I finished it. I can either do like a video on each anime, or I could just make like a video at the end of the year. That being said, just because I watch 5 animes, well, if I do manage to watch and finish the 5 anime, doesn't mean I'm not going to continue watching more anime. We'll just see how the year goes, but I feel like 5 is just really realistic for me right now. And so yeah, let's get into which anime I have picked. I will say they are all over the place, but if you have watched them or read the manga version, if they have manga versions, please let me know what you think. If you want to eventually talk about spoilers, we can do that too. Alright, so the first one is, I'm just going to say it in English because I already don't know how to say the first word. So it is the case study of Vanitas. So I do know this one for a fact. I saw the manga of, and I really liked the cover of it, so I wanted to read the manga. I never got around to it, and then I saw that they released an anime in 2021. So I figure I'll skip the manga and see how the anime is, and then if I like it that much, then I can read the manga, just because usually the manga tends to be better than the anime. But in case you don't know what this anime is and you're interested, I'm just going to read the synopsis really quickly. It's 19th century Paris, and a young vampire, hunts for the Book of Venantis. Attacked by a vampire driven insane, a human intercedes, rescues Noe, I'm definitely saying that wrong, and heals the sick creature. Commanding the book and calling himself Venantis, the doctor tempts Noe with a mad crusade to cure the entire vampire race. Allying with one who wields arcane powers so easily may be dangerous, but does he have a choice? So this definitely sounds like a very interesting plot. I won't lie, there is something called reactions on Kitsu, so people can kind of just almost like tweet their reaction to it in like 140 characters or less or something like that. And I will say a lot of these reactions aren't the greatest reviews, but it does have a 79.5% community approval rating. So I'm grasping people either love it or hate it. So I am very intrigued by this, but I wouldn't mind some vampires. I have been craving like some kind of vampire book, but I haven't found any on Goodreads. So this might help with that craving. Alright, so the next one we're kind of doing a throwback. It's a 90s one, and it is Kaiken Phrase. It has a 70.92% community approval rating, so not as popular as the other one, but we're just gonna hop into the synopsis. After the breakup of their old band, guitarist Yuki and drummer Santa decide to form a new one. They recruit bass player Toa, young guitarist Atsuro, and after much persuasion, vocalist Sakuya. Together they form Lucifer, and they struggle to make it in the music business and also to stay together. As well, they have to deal with personal issues such as parental objections and watching their old band succeed ahead of them. Sakuya is the most troubled band member, as he has to deal with his tragic past and his relationship with teenage lyricist Aine. So, don't really know why this is in my want to watch list. It definitely sounds interesting. I'm not usually a music person. I feel like it was when I was kind of in my 90s vibe, when I was really enjoying 90s anime. Maybe I like the art style, I don't know. But it does sound interesting. It does have 44 episodes, so it is going to be slightly more time consuming, but it kind of sounds interesting. Alright, and so now we're going to jump into what looks like a romance. Like I said, this list is all over the place, but I kind of figured that if it's all over the place, then like, because like when I read a book, I like to read a romance and then I like to read a thriller. Like, I kind of like to refresh my palette, if you will. So that's, I think, what I'm gonna kind of do with this. So the next one is Say I Love You. And it is from 2012, so it's kind of older. Oh my god, 2012 was 12 years ago now. Wow. But we'll just hop right into the synopsis, which apparently is very, very long. But it has a 74.87 community approval, so not bad. May Taichibana, probably butchered that, was once a regular girl who enjoyed hanging out with her friends. But after a traumatic incident where all her so-called friends suddenly turned their backs on her, May's idea of friendship changed forever. In order to stop herself from ever going through the same awful experience again, she decides to stay away from people as much as possible, and ideally to never make any friends ever again. This tactic seems to have worked relatively well in her current high school life, and she didn't at all mind being thought of as gloomy and strange. However, the appearance of Yamato Kurosawa, one of the most popular boys in her high school, shakes her stable foundation of an introvert and makes her question whether or not her choices were indeed the right ones. Not only does Yamato not ignore her like everyone else seems to be doing, he also decides to freely give her his phone number. As their relationship slowly develops and is marked with an unexpected kiss, May is finding it very hard to adapt to this new lifestyle and hardest of all to express her true feelings towards Yamato. Skiti Lee Ne-yo follows their developing relationship as well as their frequent disagreements to portray how difficult it can really be to say I love you. So it kind of just sounds like a cute high school romance. It does seem to have pretty good reactions on Kitsu, like I mentioned before. So I am curious, and you know what? Haven't watched a high school romance in a very long time, so I'm kind of having high expectations for this. It just sounds cute. Alright, so I think the next two are kind of like newer. I probably haven't used Kitsu since 2020, so these were like popular because they just came out, I think. But so the first one is The Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited. So I know this was a huge thing when it first came out. It has a 78% community approval rating. And yeah, it looked really, really cool. So that's why I know I added it to my want to watch list right away. But we'll hop into the synopsis in case you haven't heard of it before. Detective Daisuke Kanbi has no problems using his own fortune to solve crime, even if he assesses human lives based on their financial worth. Compassionate Haru Kato sees all... They combine these two words, that's why this made no sense. Compassionate Haru Kato sees all life as sacred and is sickened by Daisuke, I think it's Daisuke's materialistic ways. Can they stop butting heads and overcome their opposing worldviews for the sake of solving the toughest crimes in the precinct? So yeah, that sounds super cool. The art style looks super cool as well. Very, very nice. So yeah, I'm very excited to check this one out. The first season only has 11 episodes, so it should be, I wouldn't be surprised if I could finish this in like a day or two. And so last but not least, the fifth one is called Spectri. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I know me trying to say the Japanese name isn't going to be any better. But it is another 2020 anime. I remember I wanted to watch it and added it to my want to watch because again, I thought the art was really pretty. I'm a simple-minded person. But yeah, so I'm just gonna hop into the synopsis. This one only has a 70.47% community approval rating, so it's not the most popular. But like, I don't know, it just looks really cool. And the plot sounds really cool. When she was still just a girl, Kotoko was kidnapped by yokai. These spirits made her into a powerful intermediary between the spirit and human worlds. But this power came at a price, an eye in a lake. Now, years later, she watches out for dangerous yokai while developing feelings for a young man named Kuru, who is also special. An incident with a yokai has given him healing powers. He's surprised when Kotoko asks him to team up to handle renegade yokai, preserving the thin line between reality and the supernatural. Like, to me, sounds super cool. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. The art style looks pretty cool as well. She looks very small. Like, I don't know if it's some kind of weird little lolly thing going on. I don't think so. It could just be the two photos I'm looking at right now, but we'll see when I start it. But yeah, all of these have been on my want to watch list for years now, clearly since 2020, because I don't think I've watched anime since like 2020. Besides JoJo, I got really into JoJo. I still have to watch the newest season on Netflix, and I think some of the actual previous season, now that I think of it. I think I still have a few episodes of that one left. But yeah, so if you guys have watched any of these anime, let me know what you think. If you haven't but you want to, we could talk about it together. Or even if you've read the manga for any of these, I have no issue with spoilers. I'm not even gonna lie. I have anxiety, so spoilers honestly help my mental state so much. But yeah. Or if you have any other recommendations, especially maybe some newer anime, just because I am so unfamiliar with like 2021 anime, 2022, 23, and obviously 2024. Just because I kind of stopped keeping track of it because I just wasn't into it. But I would enjoy watching anime again, and I also wouldn't mind doing my like get ready with me while I talk about anime. I have a few, I think I have like 4 videos where I just talk about a certain anime that I finished while doing my makeup, and I don't know, I kind of thought it was really, really fun, and I wouldn't mind doing that again. So maybe once I finish each of these anime, I'll make a video on them on that. Let me know if you'd be into that because I think it kind of sounds fun, and I have so much makeup that like I really need to use before it goes off. So, you know, because I don't really wear makeup as much these days, except when I'm filming a video. But yeah, I do have some other manhwa videos planned, like manhwa recommendation type videos, so stay tuned for those if that's what you watch my channel for. They will be coming shortly. I have quite a few videos planned. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this channel, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff down below. It really helps out my channel, and I need that because I haven't updated in a very long time. I hope you guys are having a great day or had a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.